In Antarctica, you learn something very quickly. You can't function there as an individual. Every task, every day depend on someone else doing their part. If one system check is missed, another person is affected. If one person slows down, the whole station adjusts. You don't survive because you are strong. You survive because you work together. And that's very different from how we live in the normal world, where we are taught to compete, compare, and prove that we can do everything alone. नमस्कार, मेरा नाम है मोहित शर्मा and I spent over a year in Antarctica living and working there as a part of scientific expedition in one of the most remote places on earth. But this talk is not really about Antarctica. It's about what that experience can teach us about everyday life, about pressure, loneliness, teamwork, and staying strong when things feel uncertain. Many people feel different kind of isolation, not from geography, but from stress, expectations, and constant mental noise. And that's when I understood that the hardest environment is not always the coldest one. Sometimes it's a pressure we carry every day without noticing. In Antarctica, you can't wait to feel motivated. You still wake up, you still check the system, you still do your job, even when it's dark, freezing, and you don't feel like moving out. So living there, I realized that everything, like, we have to do some habits, we have to adapt some habits there. Like every day had some small actions. Check the equipment, log the data, do the research, help a teammate, eat together, repeat. So these small habits kept us stable. And that's true in normal life too. When we wait to feel ready, we lose time. But when we build small routines, we move forward in difficult days. Discipline is not dramatic. It's just doing small things again and again. And that's when I understood the strength. We often think that strength comes from big decision. But in difficult environment, strength comes from ordinary days done well. In extreme isolation, we often think teamwork is not a leadership slogan, it's survival there. If a person ignored a task, everyone felt it. If someone was tired, another stepped in. If something broke, we fixed it together. Like everything is connected. It helps us to move forward. Antarctica, in Antarctica, endurance, like when comfort is limited, you begin to value very simple things. A warm room, a shared jog, a message from home, a heater that works. And that's when I realize that strength comes from not from big decisions. In extreme isolation, Antarctica didn't teach us how to be tough. It taught us how much we need each other. We often think sometimes like life is very hectic, but it really, we have to understand very clearly from extreme isolation. When comfort is limited, we begin to value very simple things: a warm room, a shared jog, a message from home, a heater that works. Like with isolation doesn't remove who you are, it reveals who you are. So here are three simple practices anyone can try. First, create a small daily habit, not big, just consistent. Second, don't try to do everything alone. Ask, share effort, and help. Third, focus less on being impressive and more on being useful. And you don't need to go to Antarctica to experience these lessons. Like in today's life, many people already face their own version of isolation: academic pressure, career uncertainty, and feeling connected online but disconnected from inside. But under real pressure, what mattered most is, can people trust you? Can you stay calm? Can you work and keep continuing under pressure? Antarctica didn't teach me how to be tough. It taught me that how much we need each other. Extreme isolation taught me that endurance is not built from big heroic movements. It is built from strong, it is built from small repeated actions, from continuing, from people showing up for each other, even quietly when things feel uncertain. So here are the simple question I leave with you. What if we treated cooperation not as a soft idea, but as something essential to how we live? Thank you.